Welcome back to Solar Marvel Champion. Today I am finishing up Storm with the leadership aspect. I'm playing against Zola. I have the Hydra Prison out with only one threat because Storm doesn't have a signature ally. Now what that actually means is this scheme will not affect the game. There's no reason for me to thwart it, and it's not going to do anything. I'm going to keep it off to the side there. I could just remove it from the board, but I'm not going to. Ultimate Bioservant is in play with a tough status. Shuffle up mine and see what my opening 6 are. I call this deck an excavator. It's really just about drawing into my lightning bolts and resource generators. So when I have all my resource generators on the board, lightning bolt will cost me no resources from hand. So let's see. Storm's Cape is definitely worth having for that ready. I want a Moira out. Moira's going to draw me a card. And what's the timing? Moira will draw me a card. So I may still get to use that Weather Goddess. I'm just going to keep all of these, and I'm going to start on Clear Skies. So let's use that Strength for Moira. Flip up to Hero. When I do, I will exhaust Moira to draw a card. I get Deft Focus. Which I want to keep. So I'm going to use all 3 of those for Storm's Cape. I'm going to attack to get this tough off. I'm going to swap up to Thunderstorm to deal 2 damage and ready me. And then I'm going to attack to defeat the Bioservant. I do want to get a little bit built up before I start hitting Zola just because of the Retaliate. So let's ready. I'm only going to draw 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. There's 2 lightning bolts. Let's see what happens. One goes on the main, +1 test counter. Zola attacks me for 2, 3, 4. Then I get an encounter card. Deal 1 damage to each friendly. Already down to 5. So I'm going to use one of those Mutant Education for a Deft Focus. I really kind of want to use this to my advantage. So let's just thwart. Flip to Clear Skies. It's going to draw me a card and ready me. Ooh, and I drew a Weather Goddess, which is going to give me some extra damage too. Although what I really want to do, I really want to flip down to recover and then use that Mutant Education to get those lightning bolts back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and attack for 2. It's going to give me a retaliate damage. I'm going to flip down. Oh, I'm not going to flip down. I'm going to use Deft Focus to make this lightning bolt only cost 2. I'm going to use Weather Goddess and Lightning Bolt to pay for it. So it's going to deal 8. It's going to take him down to 2. I'm going to take another Retaliate. I'm going to flip down, use Mutant Education to shuffle those 2 lightning bolts back into my deck. Oops, what did I just do there? Unfortunately, I don't have X Mansion out to draw a card. So we're going to end the turn. Draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crown is nice. And I did get another lightning bolt. 1 goes on, plus a test subject. He schemes for 2. And I get this, but that's not going to kick yet. Schemes for 2, and then this card gains Surge. Attach to the minion with the most remaining hit points. If you cannot, it gains Surge. Attach to the minion. If you cannot, it gains Surge. Incite 1, place 1 test counter. It's actually really bad because 1 will go on, and then I'll get a thing, and 3 come off, so it'll still be sitting on 2. So unless I can like defeat him really quickly now, I'm just gonna get minions back to back to back. So what we're gonna try to do, and we won't be able to do it all out, but we're gonna deal as much damage as we can. And that makes me wonder, I do need to heal though. Let's recover 3. Gonna flip up. Moira will draw me a card. Blast of Wind might be pretty good too. I'm going to use her ability to go to Thunderstorm. She deals 2 damage, which is not an attack, so I don't take Retaliate. So that dealt 2 damage and readied me. Zola will flip and have 14 hit points. And I've got to go find a test subject's scheme. There are 2 of these in the deck, so if you get both at the same time, it can be bad. I actually had a game where I only remembered there being 1 in the deck, and 1 came out, and then I said, oh good, because that would have happened anyway when I pushed Zola. And then I pushed Zola and said, let's make sure there isn't another one in the deck, and there was. So I had 2 test subjects out there. So that was the push. I'm still at the beginning of my turn. Let's use these 2 for Kalu. Just get a little bit of extra damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do have another lightning bolt, but am I going to be able to pay for 2 lightning bolts? I'm only going to be able to pay for 1 lightning bolt anyway. Let's go ahead and grab it for the next turn. That way I know I have it. Now here's another interesting question. Because right now, I could use 2. Right now I'm just theory crafting. 2 plus my Def Focus for a lightning bolt. And that's not going to be enough. I really needed, I do need 1 more. No, I'm just going to have to do it this way. Although, see, if I strength in numbers Kalu, I get to draw a card, which Could be a double. It could not be a double, though. And then in which case, I'm just trading damage for a card I probably can't use. So let's attack for 2. It's retaliate. So he's going to take a damage from retaliate and then a consequential, which is going to defeat him. Let's... Oh, I've got it. Attack for 3. Take a retaliate. 1, 2, 3. For lightning bolt, deals 8. And then because thunderstorm is out, 2 more. I actually got worried there. I was overthinking it, thinking I needed 2 lightning bolts, but with the ready from that storm's cape, I was able to do it without a problem. I do take 1 more retaliate because that's an attack, but that's Zola. Basically with Zola, I just want to rush Zola, and I'd already played the other aspects and realized that it doesn't really matter in Storm. I think what aspect you play, you can play a rush strategy, and leadership just really helps you draw cards to get what you're needing to do that. Let's take a look and see what this card was. It was Pixie, so that was obviously not a double. And I don't believe I've got any X-Men in my discard pile, so she wouldn't have been of any use. But that was Storm Leadership against Zola. I am going to do a Hero Spotlight on Storm. I've had a lot of things going on recently. When I first started this channel, I said, I want to do a hero Monday through Thursday, 1 in each aspect, and then the Hero Spotlight on Friday. And right after I started my channel, a lot of things happened. Number 1, I was having some really bad tech issues. That can kind of happen at any time. But then some other stuff that happened in my life meant that I wasn't going to be able to do that. So if anyone came here because of my trailer saying, hey, I'm going to do 4 and then a spotlight, I do apologize for that. That's probably not going to be possible going forward just because of some of the circumstances I'm going through right now. But I will try to get back to that at some point. But for right now, that doesn't seem possible. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me again today. And look forward to that Storm Hero Spotlight. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.